Tom Aspinall. You don't really see that anywhere full stop, but definitely not in the heavyweight division.
No heavyweight moves like him.
No one moves like him.
He moves like a 185er.
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
That's crazy.
I said, no, I'm not going to rematch him. He's a cheater. Why would I rematch a guy that already cheated, that violated not one of my eyes, but both? I gave him his chance. He chose to cheat, and I'm going to move on. If Tom took that stance, which he's not going to do, I'm saying, but for fun, I think he'd have a lot of people that supported him. For some reason, Ciryl has come out of this thing with his hands clean. He's the one that...
The MMA community is still buzzing after the dramatic and controversial ending to the UFC bout between Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane. Commentators Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier have both weighed in, calling it one of the most disappointing conclusions in recent UFC history.
Got poked in the
on his back until John submitted him. Against the cage, Gane was sat there, not moving, not bucking, not shifting or fighting hands, sitting there like this until John locked up the guillotine on him. I'm very aware of what happened in that fight, and do I wish Tom would have finished him earlier? I do, without resistance. That was the ideal circumstance for Tom Aspinall, was to finish Ciryl Gane with no resistance in the first round. I think we see an overconfident Gane in the rematch, and I think Tom smokes him, but Tom was raging. So there's an emotional aspect to this rematch now that I'm worried about, because I've been looking for Bully Tom to make an appearance for a very long time, you guys. For a very long time, I've been waiting for Bully Tom to make an appearance. And, he made the appearance on, what the fuck you guys booing me for? He genuinely made an appearance in the post-fight speech. The fuck you guys booing me for? I got fucking double eye poked. A double eye poke landed. Insane. Crazy. Horrible result for the main event. Worst case scenario. All things come together. It's weird how MMA works, is it not? Dirtiest fighter on the heavyweight roster, Ciryl Gane, constantly cheats every single fight. He's a dirty little French cunt. John Jones is the nemesis of Tom Aspinall.
Faz parte do jogo, acontece.
During the post-fight broadcast, Joe Rogan appeared visibly shocked as replays showed Ciryl Gane's hand striking Tom Aspinall in the eye, not once, but twice, with the second poke causing immediate pain and significant damage. Rogan remarked that the knuckle completely disappeared into the eye, emphasizing that it's a serious injury that can't just be shaken off. Daniel Cormier agreed, noting that eye pokes of this severity can be career-altering, and added that fans who think Tom could have continued don't fully understand the danger involved.
It was really bad how it looks, and he said you can't train your eyeball to be stronger. It is what it is. Protection here and here, but he obviously got no protection because the fingers were straight in. The fight should have been stopped. He couldn't see. It was a foul. He couldn't see. Then you can't fight. You know, if he'd have got knocked out with a head kick next, then it would have been worse. I don't know. And then he said, sometimes when your eyes here like that, it can become displaced and stay there. And they did a few tests on that, and they said it doesn't seem like that. And it's vision on the eye that's the best eye.
So the best part about fouling, right, is that it works. So the best thing you can do is like keep your head in the game, and I'll do everything I can to manage it.
All that training for that? Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Trying to be okay, mate.
What the f is he doing?
The left one was really deep. The left one was really
deep. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry,
you got warm for it.
Yeah,
twice before he got warm for it.
Mike Bisping, he lost his eye. And it's just a horrendous thing to think as a parent, really. And I know what it's like these days with people saying what they want, but if it's just your son and they could lose an eye and their health and they've got children to look after, you know, something needs doing about it. Yeah, it's horrendous for me to look at that.
A few minutes. It doesn't mean in any way, shape or form here that Tom Aspinall was struggling. He fucking wasn't. Ciryl Gane's a good technical fighter. He was making it more difficult to catch him. But it wasn't like he was dishing out loads of punishment just because Tom had a bloody nose from a punch. Fucking Floyd Mayweather had a black eye from fucking Deji. A little bit of damage when you're in there throwing big fucking fists at each other is going to happen sometime. It does not reflect the way the fight is actually going. Little bit of blood. When, as long as you can breathe out that nose, you are fine. And it's this context that in the MMA and fight world, people just fucking ignore for some reason.
I saw Tom Aspinall land some nasty stuff too. I saw Tom Aspinall throw a high kick. I've never seen him throw a high kick, and it's partly because he's never had to throw a high kick. There are layers to these guys' games that we have to find only when they're fighting someone that not only deserves to be in there with them, but can extend them to a point where they have to use all of their weapons.
I mean, look, DC knows MMA. I'm not going to say he's talking total shit there, but I think if Tom Aspinall is being experimental in there and showing us things that he's not showing us before, I don't think for 1 second it's because I'm going to struggle here. I need to throw a high kick. I've never done that before. I don't think that's in his mind at all. He's so comfortable in there. He is showing more.
He explained that once the cornea or retina is injured, even one more strike could lead to permanent blindness, something no fighter should risk. The moment descended into chaos. The crowd booed, commentators were stunned, and the fight was ruled a no contest, leaving the heavyweight division in limbo. Joe Rogan captured the sentiment perfectly, saying this was supposed to be Tom Aspinall's night to cement his dominance, yet it ended abruptly. Both Rogan and Daniel Cormier then analyzed the fight leading up to the incident, noting how Aspinall had started sharp, fast, and explosive, landing precise low kicks and immediately pressuring Gane with his elite movement.
It was deep. Ciryl Gane was looking so good in that first round. Tom Aspinall's nose was bleeding. Ciryl was landing with that jab. I got a heavyweight. You go in there, and a lot of the times a heavyweight, you see guys not really engage too much because it takes one punch, especially from two big punches like that. And Tom was kind of pushed, like coming forward. Ciryl was landing beautiful jabs, circling around. He won that round. Both those guys, for being heavyweight, can move so well on their feet. God, that was going to be such a sweet fight. And I thought Tom was going to go out there and kind of run through Ciryl. That was going to be a very interesting fight. I mean, I guess running it back makes sense. Post-fight reaction from Tom Aspinall. What the fuck you booing? I'm the one that got poked in the fucking eye. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not the one that fucking poked him. I get it, you're frustrated. I don't think the fans weren't booing at Tom for not continuing. I don't think the fans are booing because, you know, it sucks. It's the main event, you want to see a fight. But every time like a first reaction happens, a nut shot, an eye poke, you don't think it's, all right, it's gonna get stopped.
Both fingers, both of his eyes at once. Was it looking to be a decent scrap compared to a demolition? Yes, but both fingers, both eyes.
Pete with Ciryl Gane on his feet for 25 minutes. And I don't get any of those answers, and just like everybody at home, I'm disappointed.
Being poked in the eye is illegal, Brendan, but to fight with one eye is very common. The opponent's trying to hit your eye. He's trying to bust up and make your nose bleed. So that part of it does have question for guys like Anthony and I. We're trying to be polite. We're trying to show grace. But in all fairness, if you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to fight with one.
Freaking eye poke. It wasn't like a little scratch.
Yeah.
It was, they went in. They were proper eye pokes, and Tom clearly was in a lot of pain. There's people saying online, well, he was saying multiple times, I can't see. If he wanted to continue, he shouldn't be saying that. The reality is, if he can't see,
tell the truth.
If you can't see, you're allowed to say you can't see. People might point to me and say, well, you fought with one eye. Yeah, that was a secret because I shouldn't have been fighting. You know, Tom is the champion of the world. He doesn't want to go out there when his vision is impaired or vision is massively affected and potentially lose a fight that was shaping up to be a difficult fight. Ciryl Gane was on point tonight. He was looking good. We saw the damage on Tom's face. This was not an easy fight by any stretch of the imagination. He didn't want to continue with his vision damaged or not being able to see, so I don't blame him. The crowd were upset. I get that. They were frustrated. They've flown in from other countries. They've spent a lot of money. They've bought tickets, and the fight ends like that. I don't think the frustration was on Tom. I think the crowd was just annoyed.
Gane stayed calm, composed, and technically sharp, gradually finding his rhythm, landing powerful counters, and keeping Aspinall at the edge of his range. Daniel Cormier noted that, for once, Tom faced an opponent who could match his footwork and distance control. Rogan called it a technical masterpiece in the making, with both agreeing it wasn't a mismatch, but a high-level chess match between two of the best heavyweights in the world. Looking ahead, Rogan demanded an immediate rematch, insisting fans deserved closure after such an abrupt ending, while Cormier emphasized that Aspinall would need time to heal but should be given every chance to reclaim what was taken from him that night. Rogan also condemned online criticism accusing Tom of quitting, passionately stating that no one can call a fighter a quitter when is literally blinded in one eye, reminding viewers that Aspinall had waited over a year for this opportunity. The questions now remain: Will Aspinall and Gane run it back, or will Dana White move on to other matchups, leaving Tom in limbo? Whatever happens, that eye poke has already become one of the most infamous moments in heavyweight history. As Joe Rogan aptly said, this sport can be brutal. Sometimes it's not the punch you see coming, it's the one you don't.